You were a priest.
This is the most violent poltergeist activity in the world.
Very sinister turn.
That's coming from the walls.
You want us to get out?
I am absolutely petrified. This place is evil. This house is evil. On Most Haunted, we're used to going to big old manor houses, stately homes, pubs and ancient castles. Places that we all think should be haunted. But this time we travel to an average-looking house on an average-looking street in an average town that once housed an average family. It could be your home. The bedrooms in this place could be your bedrooms. The living room could be your living room. And more alarmingly, the activity in this home could happen in yours. As soon as we started filming, activity seemed to happen all around us. We have taken the decision to show you a piece to camera that was interrupted by something that has no explanation.
And action.
Welcome to an investigation that was far from the ordinary and far from anything we were prepared for. This is 30 East Drive.
Whoa!
See that? It was a marble flying at you at full-on pelt. I saw it with my own eyes.
Where did it come from?
Behind you.
Literally.
From that wall. From the wall. From the wall there to the right, where you are behind Greg.
Yeah.
Behind Greg, so the wall there behind his back. It came out of there.
Here it is.
It came out of there, Carl.
It came out of the wall.
It came out of the freaking wall. I saw it. It came out of the wall and hit you, and it came boom, quickly, like with violence.
Whoa.
Look, I'll show you. We got it on camera.
That was it.
I heard it on camera.
That was it.
This is what it did. I'll show you. From my eyes, it went like this. So you were there, and it went like that. It didn't come from here. It was straight from here. I saw it go across and hit you or hit the, but it came with force.
And Carl was right behind me, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was literally. Cause I'm controlling the tilt on that with this.
That was fantastic because I could tell it wasn't down. It wasn't down the corridor. Yeah. It had to have come from here. It couldn't have come from anywhere else because it was at that trajectory. It was there, and it was, boom. Great.
Fantastic. And Stuart was off in that room over there.
I could see Stuart was right.
Carl was right behind me.
Was right in there.
Yeah.
So he's nowhere in. Darren's right up the top there doing sound with Yvette.
Can I just say, it's only going to get worse.
Brilliant.
So do we need to do that again? This time with the billiard ball, maybe?
No, I carried on. I finished. Little did we know that this piece to camera was the start of something that terrified, alarmed and scarred the team both mentally and physically. We have chosen to depart from the usual Most Haunted format where needed in order to let you see what happened throughout a night that was so frightening none of us will truly be the same again. This is how the opening should have looked. Welcome to an investigation that was far from the ordinary and far from anything we were prepared for. This is 30 East Drive. When Jean Pritchard moved into her new home at 30 East Drive, Pontefract, in August 1966 with her husband Joe, 15-year-old son Philip and 12-year-old daughter Diane, she was excited about a new start for her family. Unfortunately, none of them had any idea of the terror that lay in wait for them. Almost immediately, strange phenomena started to happen. One hot summer's day, a fine layer of chalk-like dust appeared from just below the ceiling. A pool of water mysteriously appeared on the kitchen floor, and all attempts to dry it were thwarted. Almost from day one, some of the most incredible and inexplicable paranormal events took place. Green foam appearing from taps after the water was turned off, lights being turned off and on, plants leaping out of their pots and landing on the stairs, cupboards shaking violently, doors banging, photographs being slashed, and an endless list of levitating and thrown objects. Alarmed and at a loss of what to do, the family turned to the press, who dubbed the ghostly intruder Mr. Nobody. Exorcisms, clearances and services followed, but all were met with indignation from the very entity they were supposed to suppress. It is said the walls would seep holy water, faces were slapped, people were shoved down the stairs, and on one occasion a ghostly pair of hands appeared in front of a group and slowly conducted the Christian songs aimed at shooing him off. Poltergeists are usually by their very nature mischievous and rarely malevolent, but this one was about to break all the rules and use violence as its weapon of choice. Large clocks were smashed, one being thrown down the stairs, and although it regularly caused a few bruises and scrapes, one night it took its level of terror to an alarming new level. Standing at the bottom of the stairs, Diane felt a strange sensation as her long hair strangely started to stand on its end. Without warning, she was suddenly flung to the ground and dragged, kicking and screaming up the stairs. After the event, as the seriously traumatized girl was being comforted, clearly visible finger marks could be seen appearing on her throat. The family eventually left the house, but the hauntings didn't stop. Some say they got worse. So much so that a film, When the Lights Went Out, was made to document the occurrences. After being empty for some time, 30 East Drive is now under different ownership. The new owner refuses to stay there at night. We don't have that option, and for a property that is said to house the most violent poltergeist in the world, were we ready?
I don't like this house, it gives me the creeps. Dad?
Yes, love.
Did you just move my stuff?
We're not alone. We've got a ghost. What was that?
I'm not being driven out, and that's final.
Sudden and unpervaded death.
Mysteries of the Christian faith! Command you! A majestic Christ command you! A majestic Christ command you! Command you!
You're still here, aren't you?
Activity just doesn't happen in this house here, it happens in my house as well. They're both as bad. They both have had activity for quite a long time. I was in bed one night. Whenever I put the bed head near the chimney breast, things happened. And the first time I ever saw this thing happening, it was sort of crawling upside at bed. This black thing. At first I thought it was a lady with long black hair. And as it stood up, it was very tall, very wide, and I realised that it was a monk. Never seen his face, never. He walked around the end of my bed and vanished into my 7-foot fitment. The day after I did destroy the fitment, because I was thinking, oh, well, it's living there. Moved the bed. 3-4 months later, was it in his mind, put the bed back. Lo and behold, within weeks, it happened again. One day, the lady that did live in the house next door, Mrs. Mountain, came round to Jean's, and she shouted upstairs, and she shouted, Jean, are we having a cup of tea? And Jean answered and shouted, oh yeah, Elsie, put kettle on. And as they were looking up the stairs, this grandmother clock just started swaying, and then it ended up at the bottom of the stairs in pieces. And many times there was something tapping her on legs. And as she's coming downstairs, there's bedding off every one of the beds, following her downstairs. And she heard a buzzing noise in this back bedroom. And she didn't know what it was. Anyway, she went in, She said, well, what could that be? And as she opened the wardrobe door, all these bees come out and stung her. And she was a bit of a mess. But Jean being Jean, nobody's moving me out of my house and I'm stopping here. And that's why she stayed here as long as she did. The banging, the knocking, the doors rapping still happens to this day. I've even had the police last year to this house because we walked in the kitchen and heard something drop on the bedroom floor very loudly and the police wouldn't come in. One day a gentleman that used to live over the road in a flat was knocking on the door and he was saying, Jean, I didn't tell you. And the little bedroom window were open and all the contents of that bedroom were on the front lawn. And there was records and things still being thrown out onto the grass. And the gentleman over the road ended up carrying it all back in the house for her because her brother-in-law didn't come in. Pools of water started appearing in Jean's floor in the kitchen. It went on for weeks. She had council out, everybody out. They even dug the floor up. Nothing there. Stopped as soon as it started. One day they turned taps on and it was green slime coming out at taps. They had green gunge, whatever it was, coming out of cupboards. They had it analysed and they couldn't tell if it were animal, material, plant, whatever. They've no idea where it came from. Bangings on walls. Even my bedroom ceilings and these, they're still all cracked. Even though we've had them replastered. Joe went into the outhouse one day, into the coal house, as the door shut. Whatever were in there affected him. Because he come out of there a different man, it was like his spirit had been broken. They were in bed one night, and Jean just says, what on earth is that, Joe? And as he's looking, this monk appeared at the side of him. He went and got another house and Jean wouldn't move. She says, no, it's not going to beat me. Nothing's going to beat me. You know, this is my home and this is where I'm stopping. And she did. Until events started getting really bad in this house. And she says, I'm telling you now, if that's starting up again in my house, I am leaving. And within a couple of years, she was gone.
Normally at this point in the show, I would walk around and show you the property and the areas that we're going to film. But on this occasion, because so much has happened, I think it only fair that we give you a full account of every single room. The kitchen is arguably where it all started, with a pool of water mysteriously appearing on the floor and where people witnessed strange noises and cupboard doors slamming. The coal house is a small room near the front door and is said to house something negative that likes to lock in the unsuspecting before slowly appearing. There is said to be a great deal of poltergeist activity in the front room. Furniture moving can be heard when the room is empty, and door handles move as though someone or something is trying to get in. It was up this very staircase that a young girl was dragged by unseen hands. Many feel uncomfortable in this area where dark shadows and guttural moaning have been witnessed. When the haunting started here, a great deal was centred around this bedroom, and to this day the bed moves on its own so violently that beds have been known to fall apart. The main bedroom houses horrors all of its own. A black monk is said to appear by the bedside, objects get thrown with stark regularity, and strange growling noises are often heard. The middle bedroom has regular poltergeist activity, and footsteps can be often heard moving around the room when it's completely empty. Taps turning themselves on, and strange green slime has been witnessed pouring from the sink and bath faucets. Shortly after the initial interruption of filming, we were made aware of a very dangerous development and something that was alarming to us all, and something we found out later had happened to people in the past.
When we walked through, for your piece of camera we've just done, we've got the shot of this whole room, which was done seconds ago. We're all accounted for, and we'll see whether that is in there. And if that's not in there, then that's been put on there, and that is dangerous.
As we look at the footage shot only minutes before, we can clearly see that there is nothing between the sofa cushions at all. This incident made us all very apprehensive indeed.
and it's freezing cold. What's that? That has just made this investigation take a very sinister turn.
Well, apparently one of the phenomena is, but he's not aware.
Stu!
Eamon's here.
He's outside. Apparently one of the phenomena is all the pictures being slashed with a sharp knife.
Yeah. Well, that has just been found
in the sofa.
pointing in there. It's just been like that.
You've just found that?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but we can check on when we've just walked in, because Greg, you can vouch for the fact that it was only a couple of minutes ago we've walked in. We've all been out there and we've all walked back in here. I mean, well, Stuart went straight through that way outside.
I've just been out to my car now to get some headache pills.
That is very dangerous, and that concerns me a great deal.
Oh, and we've been sitting on that as well.
But we have to be careful.
Whereabouts was it?
Just right there.
Sticking up there.
Sticking up?
Sticking,
through here, mate.
It was sticking up, yeah.
Oh.
Even the simple act of filming the room suddenly became sinister. Look at the top right window. While this footage was being shot, everyone was accounted for and no windows were open. Whatever is said to haunt this place was making itself known. While taking shots of the bedroom, things took another sinister turn.
What the? What? What the f just happened then? What the? What?
With so much happening, Carl and I decided to place some lock-off cameras around the house.
Those there.
Are you here? As I'm calling out, I'm actually quite nervous to call out. If you are here, well, I know you're here. I hope that you will come and introduce yourselves to us, or self to us.
Hello?
Nothing. No banging, no nothing. I just... Because it's weird, it's like you'll go away, you'll hear noises upstairs, you'll come back and something's moved.
Is it a case of lots of locked off cameras, I think?
I think so. But I have to say, I don't think I've ever been in a house that I feel as uncomfortable in the daylight as I do in the dark.
Should we go and shut them? What? What?
Sorry, did you not hear that? That was next.
What?
I'm sure I heard somebody moving in here. I don't like it in here.
I don't like it in the whole house. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know.
It's getting loud. Well, hello. About time too.
I don't like that at all. That was really loud. That's like no other knocks.
Do you mean us harm?
That was right under my feet. Right
You
under my feet.
do, you mean us harm.
So I'm not going to move away. I'm going to stand right in it. I've realised I keep jumping away from these things.
Are you the person that terrorised this house and the people in it for years? Hello?
I don't like that.
Carl, I'm telling you now, this place is evil. This house is evil.
I don't think we should be here.
I'm almost...
We haven't started, and I think we should leave.
What do you mean leave?
I don't think we should be here. I've got a real feeling we shouldn't be here.
We're staying. There's no way.
Oh, I know we're going to stay. That's what we do, but...
You're all right. I've not seen you like this for a long time.
With every minute that passed, the house was feeling more and more oppressive. But with cameras locked off in all the relevant areas, we hoped we would catch some activity.
Here we are, normal looking house, fantastic stories that have gone on since the 60s. There's so much that has occurred here, some of it absolutely terrifying. There's been a film made about it. It's a very, the stories are to be believed, a very frightening place to be. And as I've said, I mean, we sat on this very sofa where a knife was put between the cushions.
Yeah, again, this is all stuff that happened before the programme has started, when you were setting up, and you can only go off so many stories before you have to experience these things for yourself. I don't want to dismiss anything that people have experienced, but it doesn't necessarily have to be paranormal. There could be a rational explanation. However, something has obviously happened along the line where paranormal activity has started to happen. And what makes it scary for the viewer, if that's what you're buying into, is why can't that suddenly happen in your own home?
It definitely can. And in the 60s and then 70s, there were 2 teenage children here. Now, a lot of people say that poltergeist activity starts and occurs when there are adolescents in the house. It draws on the energy, that angst that a lot of teenagers have. And therefore, there's no hearing some banging in the wall.
Now, I know Eamon's setting up in the room next door. It could be Eamon. I'm not saying it is.
There's a hall there. There's the hall there.
Eamon!
I think Eamon is setting up upstairs.
Yeah, but this is coming through here. Okay. You have to remember, Glenn, this house, with its poltergeist activity, is allegedly and reported the most violent poltergeist activity in the world. Now, where has that come from? Why? We can't just ignore it.
I'm certainly not ignoring that, and I'm not ignoring anything that anyone has said.
But you have to remember, Some of these reports are genuine, are real, and cannot be explained. You've even said yourself when you've heard the knocking and the tapping, you can't explain it. That is paranormal.
Yeah.
It's not normal, so it's paranormal.
Well, yeah, I guess so. I mean, let's not dismiss these people's points of view. I mean, if that's what they've seen, I don't want to take that away from them, what they think they saw or what they know they saw. I'm only interested in what we will see tonight.
And one of the things that frightens me most about this location is that it could have been my house, and it could be anybody's house watching, because it's a modernish house, and it happened just like that. Just one day it just went like that and the phenomena started, which means that it could happen just like that at anybody's house watching tonight. So when people are going to bed tonight and you turn that light off and you come down in the morning and think, oh sure, I turned that light off, why is that cupboard door open? That could be the beginning of a haunting and you don't know. And that's what frightens me about this house. It's so real.
While I talked to Glenn, our locked-off cameras caught some amazing footage in the middle bedroom. We can see the windows are not open as the curtains remain still and the balls move in different directions, so we can eradicate wind as a possible cause. Another strange occurrence in this room was the appearance of a shadow at the door, which wasn't there earlier. This remarkable footage and the strange sound we heard before the balls moved stands as one of the best pieces of evidence we've caught so far.
Yeah. It's right underneath. Do you miss Diane?
How old was Diane when she came through?
She was 15, wasn't she? Yeah. And you liked her a lot, didn't you? What?
There was a noise then. A whisper. There was a whisper in there.
Really?
There was a whisper in there. Well, I don't know what it said. It was like, it was in that corner. What is in there? There's nothing in there, is there? Crying out loud. That was like...
Was it?
Turn this off.
But it's weird because the knocking will sort of like... Obviously listening. It's listening to you.
I've just come up here just to check that the locked-off cameras are working, but every time I come up I get actual palpitations.
Yeah.
Like, really start to come on.
What did it whisper?
I can't figure out exactly what it just went. It was like something trying to talk but not actually saying anything.
Were you trying to talk to Carl? Can you hear it? Were you trying to talk to Carl? Yes. Okay. What shall we call you? What do they call him? What do they call him?
They call him Fred.
Fred? Can I call you Fred? No. Okay.
What's your name? Tell us your name.
What was that?
What was that?
That was a pretty loud noise coming from here. I don't know. It didn't sound like that. It sounded like a real kind of banging or slapping noise or something.
I heard that.
Yeah.
That's something that moved.
Yeah.
Can you hear the tapping?
If you don't want us to call you Fred, can you whisper to us or tell us what you want us to call you?
Yes.
We decided to use something that we devised years ago, but to date have never used on television. The most simple yet effective way to communicate is something we call the tapping board.
We're going to point to some letters. When we come to a letter, tap if it's the letter of your name. Can you spell your name to us?
That's the whirring of the camera. So anyway, ready? So we've got C. Do that again. Keep still, guys.
Okay, hold on.
You were a priest.
I thought it was going to say monk then.
So did I. So you're a priest. Do you have a message for us, please? Just a message? Yeah. Okay. First letter.
Whoa. What is it?
So you want us to get out?
Well, if you want us out, then get us out. You don't scare us, Carl Anthony. If you are 52, if you did die in 1633, and if you are indeed this Carl Anthony, if you want us to get out, force us out.
We had just discovered evil has a name, Carl Anthony, the terror that has plagued this house for years. Whether demon, phantom or poltergeist, we wanted to see if it had a voice, so we eagerly set up our EVP machine.
Okay, Eamon, so have you chosen this room to set up part of your equipment because it's so active?
Because we've heard the most reports from here, the most stories. As you were saying, it was the young girl's bedroom as well, so I felt it'd be best to set it up here. We've got the black light set up for the longitudinal waves.
Yeah.
We're going to be putting white noise into the room in different tones. We're going to be capturing anything we can, so any high frequency voices through multiple microphones. We've got reel-to-reel setup. We've got 2 computers that are going to try and record anything in here. So we're covering all our bases in this room.
And you've got downstairs as well?
We've got downstairs as well. We've got the 2-way machine in I think it's the dining room downstairs. Again, that's supposed to be really active, so we've really covered our bases upstairs and downstairs.
So when we're doing the videos and everything, it'd be great if you get anything that you go, oh my gosh, this is just amazing, that we've got stuff coming through, just shout.
I will.
And I will come running. Brilliant. How scared are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
Do you know, it's funny because when I came in here tonight, I don't usually get too scared of places. I just set the equipment up and try to concentrate on what I'm doing.
What's the matter?
Something's just gone off down.
I heard it.
It's someone downstairs.
I'm not moving.
It's a ball or something.
Oh,
mate, I'm sorry. Sorry, Greg.
What is that?
It just bounced down the stairs.
It's a blue, well, kind of metallic blue marble.
Oh, okay.
What's on the bed? You put some on the bed.
Oh, on the bed.
Check. There were 2 on there already.
Oh, there's only 1.
We left them in there.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I've been stood at this door.
Here.
When I was in here earlier on, when your door walks out and I was finishing off the GVs, I zoomed in on that and said, right, if you're going to do something, make a marble move.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
If there's anyone here and you can do anything, make those marbles move on the bed.
We haven't had knocking this loud
for a long time.
But this is revolving. This is going all around the place.
You're going to do something else? Okay. Were you responsible for putting the knife downstairs? Are you going to do something similar to that again? Is that a yes or a no?
There's definitely two notes.
Two notes.
But they were lighter.
So it's me leaning against this thing.
What, seriously though, what if he throws something and it is a knife and it actually hits us?
If it hurts any one of you, I'll kill him again.
No, but no,
The likelihood
I'm
is-
serious
the
though.
likelihood is someone could get stabbed. That's the serious side of it.
Oh yeah.
Someone could get hurt, but don't forget, we have openly, all of us, every single one person in this room, has openly agreed to walk in to a house that has a record of having the most violent poltergeists in the world. So whatever happens to us, we've welcomed that by walking in the front door, and any of us can walk out whenever we want. And I have to admit, more so than anyone else, than any place else, I wanted to walk out of here more times today than anywhere else we've been into.
I am absolutely petrified. Absolutely. I am so frightened after everything.
It's going again.
After everything.
I can feel it in the floor.
Yeah.
I can hear it in the walls at the same time.
After everything we've experienced so far today, before all the lights have been turned off, when the lights go off, I don't know, I'm just really nervous about it.
Again, going back to what I said earlier, this is the most violent poltergeist activity in the world. So therefore, what are we expecting? We're expecting some pretty nasty stuff to happen. Yeah. We've only just started, we've only been here for a few hours, and we're all kind of spooked, well, apart from yourself, but we've all experienced something that's weird, that, you were just talking to Eamon, something's happened on the table, we've had doors open, we've had things moving around. What tonight is going to bring, who knows? But this is everything.
What is that?
Banging,
no. That was like a big bang, like on the stairs or out there.
Let's go and have a look on the stairs. 1, 2, 3. We're all upstairs, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah, no one downstairs.
I've just seen a reflection in this mirror when I was halfway up the stairs there of just a person. And I looked around because I thought it's got to be one of us, and then I realised we were all upstairs.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no one here. Lock the door. Door's locked. Is the back door locked?
There's no key for the back door.
Who's upstairs? Who's upstairs?
No one's upstairs.
Did you not hear that? Did you not hear that upstairs?
No, I just heard.
Thumping like somebody running upstairs. Listen. That's what I heard, somebody running upstairs.
Yeah, I'm reckon. Is that hello? Yeah. It's like a vibration on the floor, isn't it? On the sort of on the landing.
Something made I felt, there it is again.
Oh yeah.
It's underneath my feet.
What was that?
It came from
I just heard something really loud coming through here.
I thought it was coming from under Yvette's feet.
No, I got something from under Yvette's feet. I did the weird sort of second looking thing when I thought a shadow just moved past here, and as I turned round, that's when I heard the noise.
That's coming from the walls.
Yeah. Well, do your worst. Come on. Do anything you want to me.
Oh.
I don't think I'm ready for this.
Okay, I think it's time, everybody. We should turn the lights off now. I don't want to, but I think we should do... Oh!
Right, that was right there. That was right
Did
there.
you hear the growl on the EVP?
Yeah.
Yeah, at the same time.
It was like it was up my legs.
Is it wanting us to turn the lights
Yeah,
off? Or is it not wanting us to turn the
I
lights
don't
off?
know. Yeah, I think we should turn the lights off. It wants us to turn the lights off because I think everything's going to kick off.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, it's just agreeing with me.
That is right on here. The whole floor is vibrating.
I felt under my feet as well.
Did you?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's doing it now.
Yeah.
It's right, let's turn the lights off.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's turn it
Let's
off.
see what we can do.
Let's turn the lights off. Let's make it go pitch black in this place.
There's the agreement.
It was indeed time to turn the lights off. And although we were all apprehensive about continuing this investigation, we had to carry on. So Carl bravely went upstairs alone while we waited in the kitchen.
Right, well, everyone's getting ready for the investigations to start. And because so much has happened, I kind of stupidly thought I'd come up here on my own. Everyone is accounted for in the kitchen. I'm short of breath and I'm not moving. Maybe because I'm scared. I am really scared, more so than I've ever been, wherever we've ever been. Okay. 2 bedrooms. What the Hello? There's a knock in this room then. We've got the balls on the floor. Hello? Is anyone here? I can hear bangs and knocks. It's coming from the walls. That's coming from the walls. There's banging coming from the floor. I don't even want to open it.
Do something to Carl. Do something to Carl. Do it now.
Ah! Oh, the door shut. That door's open, that needs to shut. Ah! 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 Crying out loud. I didn't even see what was in that door. I don't want that door shut. Where's this door? Since you'd open this door, see what's in it. There's nothing in there. No, just a boiler. That door's still open. Come on, if you're here, do something. Show yourself to me. It's not a bedroom. If you are here, show yourself to me. Right, there's dollies on the top there, which is horrible. Come on, make me leave if you don't want me here. It's really loud.
What is in that room over there? So where's that knocking coming from? That's a diary above our head.
Which bedroom's in? What the hell? Hello?
Do something to Carl now.
Oh. I'm going. What the hell was that? Oh, there's stuff there. Oh, there's stuff there. Oh. What is that on the floor? What is that? Right, okay. What's in there? There's some noise. Hello? Oh, what the hell is that? That wasn't that when I came in. What is it? That was a noise. I'm going. I'm not. There's absolutely no way on this earth I'm staying upstairs and that killed me. What's he doing up there?
He's struggling. Something's going on.
Is he struggling?
It's coming down. It's coming down.
What is it? That was a noise. I'm going. what it is, I'm not staying up there. Just not. That is ridiculous. I'm not doing that ever again on my own.
What happened?
Are
you nervous, Stu?
Yes, to be honest
You
with
are,
you.
aren't you?
It felt like the mattress went down next to me.
That thing moved then.
Yeah?
No one's near it, are they?
No, we're... I'm not going out of this room. No chance.
He's out.
We need to cool him off.
Yeah, you need
He's
to
not
just get him
breathing.
out.
He's actually not
breathing.
And I've gone for the, by the way, the power's out as well.
Calm down,
No.
calm down. Stay down.
I want to get out of this house, but I'm not going through there.
I have no idea what's just happened.
Whatever's here now, he knows what it's doing.
It really had. This is beyond anything we've tackled before.
Until next time, sleep tight.